#1 selling winter hat. And you know what? I don't want to call it a hat because it's really a 6-in-1.
Definitely is.
It is for any type of climate, and it could be freezing cold, windy, snowing, sleeting, whatever, raining.
Exactly.
This is the one and only. It's why I just said, Bill, we've sold over 60,000 just this holiday season, and we have the last of the quantity right now, and for good reason. It's, first off, wait till you see it. It's always been a customer favorite. It's $14.99.
Yep.
Available with FlexPay ×2, so $7. Many of you get multiple, and you're showing us some of the different ways. Before they all go, can we jump into what's available?
The hardest decision is what color you want. So
and they reverse.
Correct. So if you want the solid, you can get this nice red, which reverses to that heather gray with a trim of red. If you want the camouflage, that's what I'm sporting, it reverses to that nice hunter orange. So if you want your kids to be seen, your husband to be seen, you have the option to disappear and to be noticed, which is important. Then you have our leopard, our fashion prints. Our traditional leopard reverses to black.
I love that.
And the
I love both
snow
of these.
reverses to that white. And actually, my sister's not a big print girl, but she loves her whites. I could see her actually using the reverse side because no matter which way you wear it, you still get the 6 options.
That's the one I wear most.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Always.
I mean, that
I do.
crisp
I have it.
white, it's machine washable, that little touch of leopard, but more importantly, it's what happens.
Look how cute it'll go with my sweater.
Exactly. When you go outside because it's cold, because you got to walk the dog, you got to root on the kids, you got to wait for the bus or the Uber, or you just got to go outside. Right. You can just wear this around your neck. It's $14 to just protect your neck. But then when that wind comes in, you're covered. When the wind starts to hit your face, you have a built-in face mask. So if you have those kids or that spouse who loses things or always needs this, that, and everything else, it's a one and done. And I'd love to show you just why this is important.
Please, yes.
It's the construction. So it's the 2 layers of fleece, which makes it reversible, but it's what's between those 2 layers that protects you from the wind and the moisture. And I'm gonna show you exactly how this works. So we can all relate to a good gust of wind, right? So look at this wind. Okay, I'm gonna put on my Arctic X, and I want you to realize this is the 6 different ways I can wear it, but just by pulling it out of my pocket, you want to put this on. Oh, yeah. You need to put this on because it's gonna be winter time, or you're going down the slopes really fast, or snowmobiling or whatever, or just walking the dog and that cold starts to permeate, and that's when we get uncomfortable. That's when we let's call it a day. I can't take the dog out right now. Pumping the gas is uncomfortable, but this is why you should stock up.
Right,
because it's one size fits most. It's machine washable.
That was my next question.
Great for the coach, great for the teacher. They might like red, but then they get bored. They just can flip it inside out and go to that gray. Perfect. This black part at the bottom is the breathable face mask. You actually fold it up inside. We actually give you instructions too. Yeah,
I'm holding the card because we say it's 6 different ways, but people have told us even more than 6 ways that you're able to use this. But just knowing that you have everything protected from your head to your ears, to your nose, to your neck, everything that you need, you can still hear from through it. Even, we've had great testimonials. Those that are in construction have to wear a hard hat. They love having this underneath of that.
Exactly.
So again, keeping them warm at the same time, can still hear everything that's going on around them.
Yet you look good, you look comfortable, and you are warm. I mean, Barbara, how long have you been wearing your Arctic X?
My very first hood from about 15 years ago. It's still soft, comfortable. It machine washes and dries beautifully. I'm utilizing 3 separate hoods, but your single one will do all of this and more. A bag, you saw it as a beanie. Now, I wanna go for a jog. I tighten that toggle. The face mask comes over my ears and nose. I can breathe through it and be comfortable. I'm warmer, so I want just a scarf again. You configure your Arctic X hood to whatever your comfort level is. A simple hood again, then you want complete coverage. You are snug and warm. The cold, the wind, the wetness, nothing gets through. It's easy to configure, and remember, no static for your hair. So yes, you can still be fashionable and be comfortable. Embrace the winter season. You don't want to be indoors. Your dog will be happier, and so will you.
You look adorable.
We have to be ready for it. There's nothing worse. We can't stop Mother Nature, but we can be prepared. So if we go outside and take the dog, I'm nice and cozy. I just got to shovel the snow. I'm bundled up. But as I start to, put some labor into it or have that snowball fight, I can peel back the layers, not lose the layers. And that's really where it's great for the college student, has to leave the library late at night, bundle up, or more importantly, got your coffee in your hand. You turn the corner, and that wind is right at you. You know, actually, I walked into the house once, and I caught my mom wearing an Arctic X.
Because it was so cold in there?
Exactly. She didn't want to turn on the furnace, and her ears were just cold. And remember, the way this is designed, it's versatile in terms of the 6 different ways we can wear it. It's versatile in terms of the different colors that you're giving to someone, but it's just so practical. I love to point out this example. So here's my cell phone. I'm gonna put it into my Arctic X because it's snowing outside. It's raining. I'm coming over here to our little snowstorm, little rain. That's not gonna hurt anybody, but okay. We just went for a swim. But more importantly, what you're gonna notice, my phone is dry, your kid's hair is gonna be dry, your ears are gonna be dry.
Yes.
That's where you get comfort. So whether it's wind, whether it's moisture, it is such a smart decision. And there's a big reason why we're down to our last 4 colors.
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna go through that one more time. And you know, you can go into ski resorts where they just do either the neck
face
band
mask?
or the face mask and spend
double.
Oh my goodness. That doesn't even have all the testing that this particular one does have, from, you know, the gustiest of winds to be water resistant like we're showing you. I know Bill wouldn't take his cell phone and dunk it into the water if he wasn't 100% confident with that. So it's a 6-in-1 plus, I always say. You just choose, our solid's gonna go red to the gray.
Correct.
Then we have what we call the camo. So you disappear and then you instantly appear, because then you have that hunter orange, right? So it's perfect for safety reasons as well. The leopard, it was what Barb was showing you, that reverses to the solid black. My personal favorite is the leopard. I call that the snow leopard, because it goes and reverses to the white. And you said it's machine washable and tumble dry. That's the best part, because sometimes I'll get makeup on it. I just throw it in the washing machine, washes up beautiful. Same thing what Barb said. She's had hers for 15 years, just as soft. And
because you put it into your winter arsenal, because you know we all have that winter clothes, and we're like, I don't need it right now. It goes upstairs in the attic, right? But when winter comes along, that's why you might want to get a few, because this will be that coach, the gift for the coach, the teacher, the crossing guard. It's $15. It's such a good $15 spent. But when you need it to prepare for the winter or for that ski trip, do you know how many Floridians I've talked to down here? They're like, oh, we went to New York and we went up north. It was great. We were freezing. We wish we had this, because we look so funny in our photos because we took T-shirts and whatever to wrap around our heads to make ourselves comfortable. And that's why this is just a really versatile, because we can't predict which way the wind is blowing, how cold it's going to be, but for 15 bucks we can be prepared, and it's going to last you.
And it's one piece. You don't have a scarf. You don't have a face mask. You don't have, you know, an additional hat and everything else, and your earmuffs.
And that's where they start to lose things. That's where the kids, you know, you send them out to play, but then where's your hat? Where's your face mask? I spent a lot of money on that. And that's why it's practical. And I want to also recommend, what about for the hands? So Arctic X is taking care of our head, but our fingers and are taken care of too. So I'm going to put on the camouflage glommets. Why are these great? So they're gloves that just go right over your hand. But you see, I have full dexterity of my fingers, which is great, but when they get cold, it turns into that nice